Greetings, this is this, and I am me. And last time, everything was a little laggy, and I tried to load it up today. It was so slow, so I closed it all out again, which was so slow as well, and then I restarted my computer. So if I sound a little bit done, it's because that took far longer than it should have. But hopefully it means that everything's going to run well today and now. Otto, I'm so happy to see you happy. That's great. So we have some things to do today, to work on. Step 1, Yakani is getting a telescope. Why are those digs unreachable? Oh, because they can't drop down. Because I wasn't having them come across here in some capacity. I was having them go do. Okay. Well, I'll give them more ladder and they'll continue to go that way. I know, you're like, why don't you just go up from here? Or you're like, why don't you just go over from here? Or, no, we're doing it this way. That's the way that they were doing it. That's the way that I'm doing it. I actually don't want one here. I'm hesitant to have anything that's touching these too much. We want as minimal heat transfer as possible. From my trauma in the past, dealing with solar panels, heating up from having things simply touching them. Like half of my base building knowledge is built off of trauma of things that have happened in the past, and it's probably like, you don't really even need to worry about that for this current base, for this build, for this situation, for this update. It's like, you don't even need to take that into consideration anymore. Don't worry. And I'm like, no. The trauma is definitely there. Nobody is going to get rid of it, and I'm not going to fall into your trap and then all of a sudden have overheating solar panels because the ladder was touching them, and for some reason the ladder was made out of 15 bajillion temperature degree materials, and the whole thing is ruined. You know, it could happen. Okay, but yeah, so hello game, please. Oh, we're gonna need an extra ladder piece once that piece of snow is dug out. I thought that these would smoothen it out. Wait. Yeah, actually, we don't need any of that done at all. Because now you can just step down. Like, you don't need to smoothen that out. I guess. Okay, so they're digging here, right? They're going this space. I don't know if that's big enough yet. Is it a virtual planetarium? No, it's the telescope. It's in rocketry. Enclosed telescope is the one we want. Should we just do the other telescope? It's not gonna give them oxygen, and it's not gonna give them radiation protection, and it's not gonna give them sunburn protection. How bad is the radiation? Okay. I mean, they don't even have suits when they come out here, so I guess I'm being kind of crazy, aren't I? We should definitely give them the enclosed telescope. Okay. They have no suits, they have no masks. They have none of that. So, fine. I always cancel the wrong ones. Like, in my mind, I want to make stair steps so that they can still reach the other stuff. And so I'm like, wait, I don't need to dig all this right now. And I cancel the stuff on the top and keep the ones on the bottom. And that makes no sense. Is that like a difficult trick for you guys to do to get back to air? It kind of. It is a good ways. Maybe I shouldn't have them run over the top like this. They can only do like 2 digs and then they have to run back. Yeah, I guess that's pretty intense. Okay, but if this were to be here... If it were to be here, it's fine. But it wasn't going to be on that level. But maybe it should be, because then I don't have to dig out as much. Is this too close to the... Nah, it's not too close to the solar panel, right? And it does produce heat. Maybe we should put it one over. Okay, if I put that there, then starting here, that stuff also needs to be dug out. So maybe do that one as well so that we have the stair step. And then do just any kind of tile. Guess it doesn't really matter what type of tile. Just do some tiles there. Okay, and then we should shorten their trek. Well, if they come across this way, it's going to be almost just as long. It would be better to ladder here. But then it's not going past this airlock. Like, this whole place is closed off right now. And that's supposed to be good for us. I want to close it off even more. Like, I should put a tile here as well. I don't have tiles here. It's too high up, but this is solid anyway. But yeah, maybe put one there. And dig through this to some capacity. If we went low enough, they could run across pretty smoothly, but all this water is gonna have to go somewhere. Down to our base! I mean, they do need water. I guess the most streamlined path would be along here. So if I were to do that, I would have to first dig out those two things. And we'd have to put tile or ladder, something of some kind. This uses fewer materials. And they can still walk across, like walk along the top. So there's no reason that I can't fill in these gaps with ladder pieces, right? At least to there. And then if I dig out here and here and here, this water's gonna fall, but it'll fall into this pit. Which I guess might be fine. It might overflow, but if it starts to overflow, I guess that's when we mop it. So they're gonna keep working on this sort of stuff. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so we don't have someone here that can do the astronomy skill, but I will look into that. We'll see what the best option is for us. Ooh. The water, okay, there we go. It's overflowing. But that just gives us water down at our base, you know? We need that. It drains right out here through the floor. And we mop it on up. And it's better for everyone. So mop what you can. I mean, it'll fill up here, and then they can grab water from there. Like, it's all good, right? And it's not super warm water either. Okay. So we're building a channel through here. Like so. And another ladder piece. We want to make a streamlined path all the way across. I guess it can dip down right there and there. That's fine. And eventually we'll get rid of these melty pieces. But it's not going to be my priority right now. Okay, yeah, so just those two pieces, and then it's got a nice clear view. So we're building this telescope to get more data banks. But I have some other ideas as well that I was getting when I was editing the episode. I was like, wait, why didn't I do that? Wait, why didn't I think of that? Things that I don't know, I haven't really considered before because I haven't put enough focus towards the rocketry stuff in a while, so I haven't been, like, thinking of it. But I'm eager to try some new things. You're kind of doing an unlimited mop there, Lindsay. Do you want to stop? Do you want some help? Okay, she is stopping for a moment. It's hard when the water keeps pouring down, but I don't know if it would be any more useful for them to try and mop this level. I mean, they are grabbing the water, so that's good. Yeah. Who? Go, Lindsay. Go, Lindsay. Go, Bonnie. Go, Bonnie. This is great for us. Absolutely fantastic. Ooh, they're gonna have to get rid of this piece. Da-ding. Okay, and so then instead of having to go here, hop, down, they're going to be able to go here, which is almost halfway. It's like reducing it by a third. Bonnie's starving. No, she's fine. She's fine. They go like only 2/3 of the way up, and then they run across to here. Instead of having to go up and then down, they can just go up and then up the rest of the way. Hopefully it's a little bit more streamlined for them. Just a slightly better trek. And honestly, some gases might collect here. Okay, it's not going to be oxygen, but it's possible for gases to collect here. Whereas when they run up here, there's no gases up there. Okay. You guys can have this. I see a lot of red for you guys. That is concerning. But hopefully some of it isn't even... It doesn't even matter. She's got mole hands. Look at those mole hands. Okay. Do. So, yes. This is helping us twofold. It's helping us because it's going to give us data banks that we can send back to the other colony for the research to further everything. And then also, it's giving us water. Well, like water and ice that can turn into water for this colony, which every single thing about this colony, like the hinge point of success for this colony is water in so many ways. So, yeah, that's going to help them out temporarily once again, just temporarily. But hey, it's better than nothing. I want to see... Okay, you're still sticking to this one corner. Because if I cancel that and I tell you to mop just up here, will it work out better for you in the end? I feel like it might. There's just a lot of water right there in that corner. So much water. What if we cancel that one? Okay. Now she's kind of doing an unlimited mop in that corner, of course. But would the top be better? I mean, it's all still pouring down. Maybe try to mop the upper upper level? Is that slightly less unlimited? I think we just... Oh! But yeah, that is better. Okay. I was gonna say, I think we just need more people working on it at one time, but no, she's doing it. Okay. I guess, yeah, you can prioritize more of this section first then. Okay, and we'll get power to this. We'll get everything. We can just connect it straight off the solar panels for now, I think. It'll probably be fine. Do I have the metal to do that? Because I'd have to use conductive wire. Lead'll probably be fine. I'm sure it's just totally... It's totally all good. And then the oxygen is going to be the tricky part. They need an oxygen input. And we don't really have a lot of that. So we're going to have to be careful about that. Where's my timer? Okay. I guess that's good. Rust. How would we get more rust? Is there anything like full entry? Oh my god! I didn't know that they had a thing like that there. So there's 3,000 kilograms of rust available for the duplicates on this asteroid to use. Very interesting. Is there any way you could tell me, like, anything about how we can get more rust? No. You probably have to get it from another planet or something. Maybe something creates rust, but this, I would think, like, they would have something here, maybe. I don't know. I can't off the top of my head remember any other rust implementations. Rust encounters. I don't know what you'd call it. Okay, so this doesn't need to be as fast of movements to come down here, does it? Probably. I'm sure the breathability is just as bad. Oh wait, this is all rust as well. Okay. Well, dig what you can, because we're going to need to boost the oxygen production, at least until the pipe is filled through here. Do I have any? Okay, so this is my pathway that is specifically grabbing oxygen. So this pathway I would want to link to the above path. But there's so much space already getting taken up by other things. And it's already so hard to grab oxygen down here for the suits. Like, it's always scarce in that section anyway. So I think it's going to be better and easier for everyone overall if I just grab some oxygen from somewhere up here and take it out. It's a temporary thing anyway. They're not going to be using this telescope for forever. These telescopes, it's like you use it until you've researched everything and then you're done. So I'm going to go with ventilation, gas pump somewhere in here. It can go a little bit low down. That's fine. Gas pipe is going to go over that way. I think they can reach most all of that because they have the ladder here. And then they have ground for those other pieces, right? And then it's going to have to cut across there. You know what? And I think it's going to be beneficial to open up here. Because we already have this tile here. So we can snake through. Like that. Yeah. And that'll be perfect. What did I just tell them to build all that with? Oh, this? Mafic rock? Okay. Whew. So we're gonna need 2 gas bridges that are going da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay. Good. And so if that is dug out, we're going to need to replace it with ladder, and so we might as well put ladder there as well. And we're going to have to bring ladder down through here. Because they're going to need to be able to reach this stuff to build it. So I think we need to get rid of at least this piece as well so that they can slink down this way. And I think that everything will be accessible at that point. It's a little hard to say, but okay, that's the piping. And the power we've already got set up as well. We don't need to worry about it being used yet because no one has the skill anyway. Okay. Water. There's still a lot of water for you guys to collect. Okay, well, I've queued up a lot more there for them to do. So let me check our other colonies because we do have other stuff to do here. So, do you have more plastic? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, starvation. Stop. Oh, soilolin? Oh. Okay. One moment, please. The gases are still not quite there yet here. I'm doing what I can. It's 300 up here. If only it would drop down and filter through here enough. Gosh, it really is tough. Mop more. The more they mop, the more they'll empty it out. Okay, food. So, what happened, guys? Did everything that you were making... Everything you were making spoiled? Went bad? Because I feel like we did have food before. So maybe some of it went bad and it looked like we had more than we did. There's nothing for them to cook here. I mean, you want mush bar? we've only got a couple options for you. You've got mush bar. You got a few things that are about to harvest. But if you're starving, then that is rough. You know, if they're starving, we might want to look for some pockets that haven't been opened yet that have food of some kind in them. Oh, or we could send some more hatches off to the farm, if you know what I'm saying. 53, 81. Send them off to the farm. Oh, guys, the farm man was here. Look, that's Liam right there, the farm man. Look how happy he is because he got to send another... He got to send another hatch off to the farm. Okay, guys, you've got some barbecue. I want you to cook that up, okay? I don't want anybody starving. Cook up the barbecue. Cook it up now, okay? Good. Cook up the barbecue. Exactly, yes. Very good, very good. And don't you let Camille starve, guys. You share that with her, okay? It looks like Pei is pretty hungry, too. Yeah, she was over there. She's... okay. I mean, we don't want to have too few hatches. Can't send too many off to the farm. We have eggs. What happened to my other Drecos? They died already? What the heck happened? They have such a long lifespan, and I wasn't sending any of them to the farm last episode, I don't think. So all I did was move one egg, and now I only have one Dreco? Okay. These guys probably give me absolutely nothing, so never mind. I was gonna say, they maybe give me, like, some barbecue or something. I don't think that they do. I mean, I guess if no one is starving, then they can probably hang in there for just a little bit longer. And there's a few more plants that are about to be harvested. So, is that gonna be... How are you guys still cramped? Oh, well, there are quite a few eggs in here. Or there are 2 eggs in there. Those are the only 2 types of eggs that I have. I have a slug egg as well. More than one. Let's crack one of those. I think that population is doing well, so I kind of feel bad doing that. Like I might be ruining everything, but... I guess let's crack one of those eggs. It'll help. Every bit will help. But yeah, I know that there's like a bristle blossom. Okay, yeah, it just got harvested, I believe. And then these ones are pretty close to being harvested. I have some spindly grub fruit that's at like 80%. And then also in the upper section where the sweetles are up there. There is... Oh, the sweetle died that was in here as well? Gosh, okay. Up here, there's some non-spindly ones that are also at 80%. I know that's still going to be a while, I think, but better than nothing looking like it's on its way to being grown. Okay, natural gas, yeah, it's getting used up a good bit. And then this down here, it's just, this is bad. That looks good. This looks bad. I don't understand this natural gas problem. It's crazy. Is it really just all of this? I have this working half as often now. So it shouldn't be as bad. And that's closed off, so there's no hydrogen coming through. The natural gas is simply just coming from this fertilizer synthesizer? I don't know. And it floats all the way up? And into my base? Like, I don't... Where's the natural gas coming from that's so... It's so prominent. Like, it's becoming such a problem. And it wasn't a problem before. Is it just simply that there was no room for the natural gas to be a problem in here before? Because I had so much oxygen that, like, it never got in here? Okay, 4 starvation. The... gas pressure was such that it couldn't be a problem, but now because the gas pressure ended up getting lowered, it is a problem. Okay, how about this? How much slime or algae? How much algae do I have? Okay, and also, what do I need to move up here? Like, what do I need to get rid of? Who is the problem? You? Is it you? You don't look melty. Nothing on the outside edges here looks melty. That does, but I mean, that it can't, right? That makes no sense. I'm assuming maybe it's that one. That it's the only block of exposed polluted ice. Okay, but yeah, do we have algae? We have a little bit. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're going to put an algae terrarium. Made out of clay. Affects oxygen, polluted water, carbon dioxide. Okay. Right here. And it's good for them to have light, right? I think it makes them more efficient. Okay, we're putting an algae terrarium right here. We're boosting the oxygen generation just for a while. Maybe it was too difficult for the 2 oxygen generators that I have to refill this entire zone with oxygen on their own. But they can maintain the amount of oxygen if it's filled, maybe? So we'll see how that does. It is producing carbon dioxide, but hopefully that can just drop down and not get in our way. And hopefully this can help to kind of push the natural gases out of here, like so that they're not a problem. Okay, look, we've got more harvests. The 3 people that are starving, don't worry, there's food here. I would love it though if you could make it into better food before you eat it, but they're probably just gonna eat it. Oh no, they're gonna make it. Oh. Are they? I guess. Ellie, she's waiting. She said, please food for me? It's not for you, Ellie. It's not for you. Okay. Starvation 2. Liam and Nicola, we've got food here for you. I would hope that the starving people get to prioritize their food. But I guess I'm not sure if that's how it works. Wait, he didn't take all the food, did he? I thought I just saw it sitting here. Oh my god, I think he took all the food. Okay, well 2 people starving is not as bad as 3. That's at 93. I know. We're working on it. What should I do? Natural gas, it seems to be something that rises. But I guess it's not, it doesn't want to rise above oxygen. Because it's above everything here. It's above carbon dioxide. It's not just because carbon dioxide sinks, I guess. Okay. Well, these might grow in carbon dioxide. Yeah. So if we can fill this with even just a layer of carbon dioxide, then it is only going to mess up this layer, though. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. Okay. You guys didn't see anything. Men in Black, memory wipe. 2. It's the beginning of the day. I don't know how much of that day you guys saw, but something terrible happened. Okay, just wanted to make sure there's nothing in here. Okay. Something terrible. I mean, it might have happened. I mean, it didn't happen. Nothing happened. You don't know who it happened to. I mean, not that it was something that would happen to a specific person. Everything is gonna be fine. Starvation is just it's a little more high stakes than I maybe would have thought. I mean, people starve pretty fast. I didn't really realize how fast someone could starve. But then I thought about it just for a little bit longer, and then I realized how fast someone could starve, and I thought, wow, we really should make sure we take care of this problem sooner rather than later. And so, yeah, 4 people starving. That clock it's ticking, you know? You really gotta be careful there, guys. You really gotta be careful. So, okay. I am gonna get food. It says unreachable food. So I'm assuming that there's something left that could be eaten that I told them that they're not allowed to eat. But it says 0 calories. But then why would it say unreachable food? Is it because there's like muckroot or something like somewhere within the map? Maybe? Because if we look here, if it's not like brightly colored, then we don't have it. Yeah, so there's nothing here that they have. Okay. So they just need some food, and I'm trying to fix this situation here so that their food is growing again. And that was kind of my focus. I was like, scrounge, and also just fix this. But no, we need to do more than scrounge first. We need to like actually get some food. And then we can focus on fixing that after. I guess they could go in here and... Oh no, that's not gonna work. I mean, they could kill this guy. It would give him the slightest bit of food. There's another dude in there and an egg. There's nothing else that's a little... like, I mean, I can kill all the hatches. Do we have a printable available? 0.9, that's not gonna cut it. I think we might need to legitimately, you know, to put it bluntly, kill more of the hatches. I think that is now the answer. That's going to be the best, like, easiest thing for us. Well, I don't want to say easiest as in, like, let me just take the easy way out and murder all the animals, but you know, there's no beating around the bush here. We're not really sending them to the farm. We just actually need food, so whoever is the oldest, I think that is the fairest, you must go. So we'll get that dude, and I know something is going to be harvestable down here at some point in the day. That'll give us just a little more food. I mean, honestly, why don't I just make some mush bar? Like, if they're starving, make some mush bar. And that'll tide them over. That's obviously the right answer. My goodness, why didn't I was like, I don't, you know, they need good food. No, they don't. They just need something in their stomach. That's so sad. You're so hungry that you're eating dirt and water, but I mean, preferable to starvation. Exactly. Okay? So, there you go. You've got that. You should have a little bit of meat for some barbecue. And that's on rotation. And you should be able to make some grub fruit preserve at some point in the day. And I know that because I can tell the growth period of things. It's not because I remember it happening. It's because, like, surely... Oh, yeah, see? Look, right there. See, I could just tell. I could tell. And now everybody is gonna be fine. Yeah. Everybody's gonna be totally fine. I mean, this is a really good sign. The plants are definitely growing more often. So I think the algae terrarium is helping. We're still working on it. It's, you know, it's going to have to push these gases out of the way a little bit more. But it is working at least to a small degree. There is a little bit of calories, like, sitting here, which is good. Okay. If this pump just worked more often, our problems would be even less bad. But they work so seldomly because of this pathway. Okay, so if I have people go through here more often... Oh, I have all these doors open. Do I need these doors open? I guess, sure. Let's keep the doors open. If everybody just... This stuff is never going to grow anyway, right? Dig this layer down. If some people come through here, it will use oxygen, and then these things will have to be refilled, and then we can have a boost. A boost here. Don't say you're starving when there's food. Quote unquote, food. Okay? Don't say you're starving. So yeah, then they bring the masks back, and the masks need to be refilled. And when they're refilled, everything moves more. And when it moves more, we get to get rid of all these bad gases that we don't like building up down there. Good, good, good. The butterfly effect, you know, the chain of events, the dominoes. Okay. We're working on it. Growing more often. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. I will be right back. Okay. Should they make more mush bar? I guess make a few more. I want there to be calories sitting here. We have some at 80 there. This is at 97. It's about to be harvested if it can just have a couple more blips of growing time. Okay. So... we're gonna be building like a monument or something in here, and we're probably gonna want scaffolding. Now, I don't know necessarily how we want the scaffolding to be. Do we need scaffolding, or do we just build here, here, here with this ladder? Like, is this ladder good enough? Maybe I don't need to build the scaffolding out. What else can I do to get them to come over here more often? A printable, a printable! Please give us food. This is technically food. I mean, that is food. Here you go, guys. Omelets. 1, 2. Do we have omelets on rotation? No. I don't know how many you can make with that amount of cracked egg, but we shall see. They delivered 1. Okay, she's cracking it. There you go. No omelet in there yet, but she's delivering it. I mean, raw egg. No omelet in there. It still says 0, I guess because they immediately used it. How many omelets can you make out of that, Max? Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay, and they're making the other stuff as well, the mush bar. 1 more omelet. Oh, nice. You can make 2 omelets. Good. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Any more? Okay. Thank you. So we've got more food. And these are... 99! And then we're about to have something here. Yes! Okay. Harvestable. This one still hasn't quite made it. But it's close. This was 95. Okay, these things don't take that long. Wild growth is 24 days. 6 days. Okay, normally. Okay. Good. Is this clearing out even more? Good, good. It is, it is. Okay. You guys have some calories sitting there. So I'm gonna go for a second, okay? I'll be right back. That is disabled, right? Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I feel like there was one other thing for me to check, though. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. I guess nothing. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. You guys... Oh! Let me just check this first. Print. The ding. Oh, and a picture! A farewell at sunrise. A poetic ink painting depicting the beginning of an end. Okay. It's lovely. It's very unique. Like, I feel like it looks quite different from the other ones, like especially color palette wise. I'm gonna have to find another portrait. I already changed this one last time. And then we have the payphone one here, and then we have the space one here. Okay, and then we have the space one again there. So I guess maybe I can change this space one to this one? Yes. Okay. That's fun. I'll be right back, guys. You hang in there. How did you guys do on your project? Oh, it looks great, I think. Oh, wait, but I forgot to... Oh, good, it has no power. I forgot that we wanted an air filter here as well. Ventilation. I guess filter. Build it with whatever you've got. Wherever you can fit it. We want to do input. Filtered output. It should be up here. But they won't let me put it here because of the plant. Okay. So if we put that there, and then we do gas pipe. Oh, no. I'm being stupid. Cancel. Cancel. Okay. Ventilation. Gas filter. Here. And then cut in every spot. Take this, deconstruct it. Take this, deconstruct it. Ventilation, gas bridge, move it here. Filtered output there. And then this is going to be a vent. And then I think we're good to go. We just need to connect the power for both of these pieces. Go. Okay. So that goes like that to a gas vent. So we have input, filtered output, other stuff. And then this is oxygen. Okay. And then power wire. They can maybe both be on this system. I don't really know. Maybe it's fine. It seems very overtaxed, but it's only running 10 right now, so I think it's fine. Okay, and so then they'll fill up the thing up here. And once it's all good to go, then I'll worry about getting someone to research in there. I totally could have sent Pei on another mission if you guys aren't hungry too, are you? There's only pickled meal. That's the only thing that you have available. You have so much pickled meal, and I told you guys you couldn't eat any of it. Well, you can eat it, okay? Just eat it. I don't want anyone else dying. Eat the pickled meal, okay? That was the reason that we pickled it, so that it would be safe for when you needed it. And now you need it, so eat it. Oh god, okay. I know you're not gonna like it, but we're still working on getting this situated. I'm gonna have to bring a pump and pump in some sort of atmosphere, aren't I? Because it's just not working. It seemed like it was working to a degree, but I think there must be too much of it that's sinking and just returning into liquid carbon dioxide. Maybe if I put a door? I don't like that idea. I don't know what to do, but we need to get that food supply growing again for them. So I just need to get the air pressure back up, and then I can close the door and it'll be pretty fine. It at least would last a long time. And then, but like with the door opening and closing just when they need to go down there, I feel like it would last a good bit of time, and then we could just top it off every once in a while. with a gas pump. I don't know. We could try something like that. But for now, I guess they're okay as long as they're eating the pickled meal. Oh god, okay, food has just all of a sudden become such a huge problem for absolutely everybody, and that's not a good sign at all. Let me get back to my other colony before they die. I mean, before, who knows what could happen. Surely no one would die. Nobody would die. But you never know what could happen. This is not the kind of thing that you take lightly. Okay, it's crops, food. It's not good. Do you guys do you need anything? Because there's so many animals here, and eggs and everything. So, if you need food, just say the word. I can get you guys food. Also, though, there's so much water, mop up any and all of that, and then everything's going to be nicer for you across the board. I don't want you to run out of rust either, though, so make sure you keep digging the rust out. Oh god. Okay, so my big project, I didn't get to work on it at all, really. I mean, we got the telescope built. Yes, we did. But my other big project, I didn't even get to start explaining it to you guys. Because there was so much going on with the starvation. Okay, so that is filling up. That is good. We'll let it run until they fill it. And we can start researching next episode there. But here, more mush. If you still don't have the food, more mush then. Okay? Although some of this is right about to be harvested. And down here, I mean, it's all growing on and off. It's not the best option, but it's at least growing on and off for a little bit. Let's have them go out here again. Is there anything that you guys are interested in? I mean, I could just have someone dig more of this section. That would use up oxygen. Okay. Because the more we can pump out of here, the better off we're gonna be. And, as long as you're surviving, if you're at a point where you're surviving, I'm gonna say, okay, I don't need to have my eye on you for every single second. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to take a look at the interior here and see if we could rework some things. See if we could maybe get some oxygen production in here. Because I did think to myself, hey, I'm trying to tell the people before I end the episode what my idea was, that I don't know why I hadn't thought of that in years. It crossed my mind initially, I believe, when I was making the interior of the rocket, but then I just had completely forgotten about it. You guys are okay. Okay? I gotta go. I gotta talk about the thing. You're gonna be fine. They're refilling this. They're moving the stuff through there. Okay. You're gonna be fine. We're getting all the nasty, yucky, blecky natural gas out of here. Okay? You're gonna be okay. 5,000 calories of dirt. Okay. So yeah. If we could get something that produces oxygen for the journey, they could stay out in space for longer. But I'd have to make more room. We could get rid of the refrigerator if we had the storage cubes researched. Those things that I saw last episode. Here. We don't have the databanks to be doing that right now. So, I still probably will have to just get the databanks from Yakani's research in order to do this, but then maybe we can pivot here, and then we can get that, and then we could do more research in space, so if we can get rid of this, or we could also get rid... Okay, I'm just going to pause it. we can get rid of the battery. The battery doesn't need to be with us during our flight. So that's another place. And or the gas vent. I mean, it's kind of over this ladder spot though, so I guess that's probably not going to help us anyway. Otherwise we have, this is weird. This is just an empty space right here. Maybe the gas vent should be there. Not that it would help with any of this. Yeah, so that's the best I've come up with so far. Or, I mean, the gas pump doesn't need to be here either. Oh, the battery and the gas pump don't even need to be here during an actual mission. So maybe I can get rid of one of these things without having researched the storage cube yet. And then we can fit an oxygen generating thing here. The tricky thing, though, is dealing with the waste that it would produce. So maybe it's almost better to not put an oxygen producing thing in here, but to somehow procure or create oxalite and have them drop some oxalite on the floor in here. That's so much more like high stakes unknown sort of situation though. That's like, how long is that gonna last ya? Oh, who's to say? Maybe you should fly back home now. So I don't know. But I definitely want to work on tweaking the inside of that, the interior of the rocket more so that it can work better for us. And another thing, obviously, is, I don't remember where it was, but isn't there a thing to put in there that will allow us to research? I thought that there was, but I don't remember where it is. Maybe it's when you're like looking at the rocket? Or maybe I haven't researched it yet? I don't remember. I thought there was a way to do research from inside there. I can add that as well. So I want to work on the interior of the rocket. But when they're all starving, I can't exactly do that because this needs constant attention. I mean, I could just tell them to make a ton of mush bar, I guess. But we don't actually have that much dirt and honestly that much water to continue doing that. So I do need to get this back in order. And it is improving. It's just that the most solid oxygen zone is not food that's growing right here. But I'm pushing it like, it's getting more cornered. So if we just have them run this pump a little bit more, that'll fix everything. Probably. Just have them run the pump a little bit more. I'm gonna say, can you guys go all the way down here and dig some of this? Asking them to dig stuff and asking them to dig stuff very far away, it's going to use a lot of oxygen. Okay. 3 people have gone out there with an oxygen mask on, and that'll get everything moving even more. How is this doing, though? Okay. It's great. It's great. The oxygen is still a little thin, though. Like, we definitely could boost the levels around the perimeters here. Like, it's not max gas pressure throughout. But it's good. Okay, and then everyone brings their oxygen mask back. And the whole process just picks up once again. And we'll get all that stuff out of there. I just don't know why it keeps coming back, though. I don't know why natural gas continues to collect right there, because it didn't seem like that used to be a problem. I hate it when it's like, I haven't messed with anything over there. I haven't been changing anything. But all of a sudden, now it's problematic. Because I never know, like, I don't really know the reason. But okay, I mean, I guess we're just going to have to continue to keep an eye on it. I'm out of time for now. It's not looking good. I'll continue to give them the deliveries. And hope that we get food in some of them, but they had enough food. like, this food production was enough if it was all just growing. It was enough. I know it was enough. They always had enough food. We sent snacks over to the other colonies. We're fine, right? I thought we were fine. But I guess we'll do what we can to keep normalizing it. So, that's gonna be it for today. I mean, that looks a lot better. Okay. I don't know how much longer the algae is gonna last us. That's another question. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye now.